It's Tasty Tuesday and welcome back once again to my kitchen. And we are on the second installment of our three-part sandwich series. Last week we did the Vietnamese banh mi sandwich. And this week we are doing another one of my favorite sandwiches, the Cuban sandwich. It's super easy and so delicious. Has very few ingredients. You can often find it on restaurant menus in any part of the United States, but it's originally from Florida. So it's called a Cuban sandwich because it was part of the Cuban culture in Florida. It's actually not part of the country of Cuba. Cuba always had sandwiches, and often they were had fish as part of the ingredients. But when the immigrants came to Florida, they were working in the tobacco fields alongside Italians and Spanish and other immigrants. And from Miami to Tampa Bay, the Cuban sandwich started to become again, bread is a great vehicle for carrying your lunch around. And that's what happened in the tobacco fields. And so sometimes a Cuban will have salami in it. I'm not using salami today. And that comes from the Italian influence. But the Cuban sandwiches I've had, and particularly in Little Havana in Miami, didn't have salami on it. So very simple ingredients. Bread, there is a special Cuban bread. I couldn't find it. I'm using a baguette, but when you have a Cuban in a restaurant, anywhere, there will be a specific bread. It's often cut in a triangle. The sandwich is cut in a triangle, but today we're using a baguette. I've put a little bit of butter on the baguette, and a very important ingredient is mustard. Now, don't get all fancy with your mustard. You don't need I love stone ground mustard, but you don't need that. You just want some plain yellow mustard. A little trouble getting that open. So we are going to put plain yellow mustard on this side of our bread. Yum. And then the rest of our ingredients. We have pork tenderloin. This is a very important ingredient. Pile it on there really good. You want to use a lot. I've cut this pretty thin. The next ingredient is ham, sliced deli ham that I just got at my local supermarket. Then Swiss cheese, also I got at my supermarket. And then to me, the most important ingredient of a Cuban is the dill pickle. And we're putting a whole dill pickle that I've sliced up on here. Oh, that looks good. Oops, got an extra piece. So, that is a huge sandwich. I'm sure I'll share this with my husband. Now, this needs to be grilled. So here's how I will grill it. You could use a panini press. That's not the way it would probably be done in Little Havana. But on my stovetop here, I have my cast iron skillet. I've got a little bit of butter in the bottom of it, and I'm heating it up. I'm going to place my Cuban sandwich in here. And I'm going to use my second cast iron skillet to weigh it down. My Cuban sandwich is cooking in between my two cast iron skillets here. I want to get all the ingredients heated up nice and hot and get the cheese to melt a little bit. And I'm going to flip it one time. You don't have to flip it, but I'm going to. Our Cuban sandwich has been pressed and cooked now for about 2 minutes. And oh, it smells amazing. I'm going to take it out of the pan and plate it up and show you what it looks like. And here is our Cuban sandwich. Oh, it smells so good. Let's get it cut up here. That mustard and pickles smell so good. And this thing is just beautiful. Can you see how beautiful it is? This is definitely 2 servings. The Cuban sandwich. Easy to make, worth a try, a great sandwich for summer or any time of the year. I hope you try this simple sandwich and come back next week for our final sandwich installment. We are going to do lobster roll. See you then.